And welcome back, my friends, because today you are about to witness something truly unbelievable, something so rare, so unexpected, that most people living their entire lives never even realize the hidden treasure sitting quietly in their old drawer, in their forgotten wallet, inside a wooden box kept by their grandfather. Because the coin you are looking at right now, yes, this exact coin on your screen, the 1941 United States 5-cent coin, the Jefferson Nickel, is not an ordinary coin at all. It is a sleeper treasure, a silent piece of American history that can turn an ordinary moment into an extraordinary opportunity. And if you stay with this video until the end, I promise you, you will not just watch a video, you will discover something that might completely shock you, something that might already be lying around you without you even knowing it, because this rare coin has changed lives. This coin has made collectors spend thousands of dollars in auctions. This coin has made people search their attics, old bags, old shelves, even the pockets of jackets they haven't worn in 10 years, because sometimes the biggest treasure is not found in gold mines, but hidden in the forgotten corners of your home, waiting for someone like you to finally find it. And this is exactly why we bring you videos like this, because maybe someone out there who is struggling, someone jobless, someone worried about how to support their family, might get lucky, might find this 1941 nickel, without ever expecting it, and that one small discovery might bring money, hope, and a new beginning. And that is why we request you to subscribe, to stay connected, to follow our channel, because we don't make videos just to entertain, we make them to help, to guide, to show real opportunities that the world hides in plain sight. And if you or anyone you know has an old coin collection, a forgotten box of coins, a purse kept by your grandmother, or a friend who saves old money, ask them, check it, search it, because the 1941 Jefferson Nickel might be sitting right there, waiting for you. And if you find one, tell us in the comments immediately, because we are actively searching for these coins, we are in need of them, and we will guide you step by step on what to do next. So stay with us, stay tuned, like the video, share it, comment your questions, because your support keeps this channel alive and allows us to bring you more rare coins, even rarer than this one, coins that are not just collectible, but powerful enough to change lives. And now that you are watching this coin on your screen, understand this clearly. This is not just metal, not just 5 cents. This is a time machine, a preserved piece of 1941 America, a witness of history, a coin minted during a world war, touched by millions, saved by a few, and now appearing before you as a symbol of luck and destiny. And as we begin today's journey, keep your eyes open, keep your heart ready, because the story of this 1941 nickel is not only fascinating, it is filled with twists, secrets, varieties, unexpected errors, minting mysteries, and jaw-dropping values that can go from a few dollars to hundreds or even thousands, depending on the condition. And in today's video, as we break down this legendary coin, remember this: the coin you see right now might be sitting somewhere around you too, and finding it might be the moment that changes everything. So without wasting a second, let's begin the story of the 1941 United States 5-cent coin, the hidden treasure that millions ignore, but only the wise recognize. And as you sit here watching this video, something extraordinary is about to unfold before your eyes, because the coin you see right now, the 1941 United States 5-cent coin, the Jefferson Nickel, is not just another old piece of metal from someone's forgotten drawer. It is a silent witness of history, a relic from a time when the world was changing, when the United States was standing at the edge of a global war, when every coin minted carried not just monetary value but the story of a nation preparing for the unknown. And today, you are looking at exactly that piece of history, a coin that millions have ignored, millions have touched, millions have lost, but only a very few have ever truly recognized for the treasure it is. And as you keep watching, you will understand why this single coin has captured the hearts of collectors around the world, why auction houses still hunt for the rarest examples, why collectors will cross states, travel miles, and dig through countless piles of coins just to find a single well-preserved 1941 nickel, because within this small 5-cent piece is hidden a secret world of varieties, errors, mint states, astonishing conditions, unbelievable auction stories, and values that have surprised even experts. And the truth is, most people who own this coin have no idea what they are holding. They don't know that a simple 1941 nickel tucked inside an old jar, lying under a bed, sitting inside a rusted tin box, could carry the power to bring unexpected money, unexpected hope, and unexpected opportunity. And that is exactly why we bring you this video, because maybe you, the person watching this right now, maybe you have this coin somewhere close to you, somewhere in your home, somewhere you never bothered to check. And by the time you finish watching this video, you might rush to open that drawer, open that box, search every old purse, every old wallet, because today you will understand why the 1941 nickel is considered one of the most fascinating coins of its era, and why collectors continue to chase it even after more than 80 years. And the coin you see now, glowing softly under the studio light, showing the proud profile of Thomas Jefferson, carrying the simple yet powerful motto, "In God We Trust," the word liberty flowing across the left side, the year 1941 standing firm on the right. This coin is more than a design, more than a piece of history. It is a bridge between generations, a symbol of a nation facing hardship, a reminder of a time when every American was preparing for something bigger than themselves. And, as you watch this journey, imagine that this coin may have passed through the hands of a soldier, a farmer, a factory worker, a child buying candy during the war years, or a mother saving change for groceries, because coins from this period were circulated in every corner of American life, touching millions of stories, millions of memories. And even though the world has changed, the value of this coin keeps increasing, not just because of its age, but because of its historical weight, its varieties, its surprising errors that collectors would pay hundreds or thousands for, its mint differences between Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each carrying its own mystery, its own scarcity, its own identity. And as we move deeper into this story, you will understand how a tiny shift in metal, a small change in dye, a minor minting flaw can turn an ordinary 1941 nickel into something extremely valuable, something auction-worthy, something collectors fight for. And when people ask why we make these videos, why we spend hours bringing you this knowledge, the answer is simple. Because somewhere out there is a person struggling, someone jobless, someone worried about paying bills, someone searching for hope. And maybe, just maybe, that person has a rare 1941 nickel lying forgotten in a drawer. And if this video helps them identify it, helps them understand its worth, helps them sell it for real money, then this entire effort becomes meaningful, because this channel is not just about coins, it is about possibilities, opportunities, and the hidden treasures that life places around us without us noticing. So as you continue watching, keep your eyes open, keep your mind focused, because the details you are about to hear matter more than you think, and one correct detail, one tiny difference, one unexpected variety, might be the exact key that turns your ordinary coin into an extraordinary treasure. And by the time we reach the middle of this video, you will know exactly what to search for, what to examine, what to check in your own coin, and whether the coin in your hand is worth 5 cents or $5,000. And with that, let's move even deeper into the story of this legendary 1941 nickel, a coin that looks simple on the surface but holds a universe of secrets beneath it, secrets that only the patient, the curious, and the observant ever discover. In today's video, you are looking at a coin that millions of people have seen, but very few have ever understood, because the 2006 United States 5-cent coin, the Jefferson Nickel, may seem like a simple modern coin, but the truth is that inside this small piece of metal lies a world of stories, values, hidden varieties, minting mysteries, and surprising market prices that most people never even imagine. And as you continue watching this video from beginning to end, you will discover why this coin, minted in the year 2006 at the Philadelphia Mint, has become one of the most interesting modern nickels for collectors around the world. The coin you see right now carries the forward-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, a brand new design introduced in 2006, showing the founding father in a bold, direct, powerful pose, looking straight toward you, with the words "In God We Trust" placed on the left side, the word liberty written in Jefferson's own handwriting, and the date 2006 sitting confidently beside the mint mark P. On the reverse side, the classic Monticello building returns, standing strong as the symbol of Jefferson's legacy. And even though millions of these coins were struck, more than 693 million, collectors around the world still search for the rarest, cleanest, sharpest, most perfectly struck examples, because it is these small details that transform an ordinary nickel into a valuable treasure. Most people who have this coin in their pockets, drawers, or old jars don't even realize that the 2006 nickel comes with special strikes, hidden varieties, and extremely high-grade examples that can sell for surprising amounts of money. While the normal circulated coin is worth only 5 cents, an uncirculated example, a brilliant clean strike, or a full steps version can be worth dollars, tens of dollars, or even hundreds in the right condition, because grading matters more than most people understand. A regular worn coin might have no special value, but when you find a 2006 P nickel in sharp mint state condition, no scratches, no wear, strong details, clean surfaces, the price begins to climb. A coin graded MS66 or MS67 can easily jump into tens of dollars, but when you reach the rare, ultra-high grade levels like MS68 or MS69, the value rises dramatically, sometimes crossing over $100. And if the coin has the famous full steps on Monticello, meaning the steps at the building's base are perfectly struck and completely visible, then its value can skyrocket, because full steps nickels from any year are prized by collectors, and the 2006 P full steps examples have sold for enormous prices, even reaching as high as $900 to $1,000 in auction houses when the grade is exceptionally high. But that is not all. In 2006, the Mint also released a special satin finish version of the nickel, a coin produced only for collectors, packaged in mint sets, featuring a unique texture, sharper strike, and lower mintage, and these satin finish coins, when graded high, have also brought strong prices in the market. A satin finish 2006 P nickel in SP68 or SP69 is worth far more than the normal coin you find in circulation, and collectors who understand these differences search very carefully for these specialized pieces. And this is exactly why it is important for viewers to pay attention, because the coin sitting in your hand, the coin lying in your drawer, the coin you thought was worth nothing, might actually be the special strike or a high-grade example that collectors are actively searching for. Sometimes people own something valuable without ever knowing it, and one moment of awareness can change everything. This is why we bring you these videos, because somewhere, someone watching this right now might have a 2006 P nickel that could be worth far more than its face value. And if that person takes a moment to check the details, observe the condition, look for full steps, inspect the shine, the strike, the sharpness of the design, they may discover that what they thought was just another coin is actually something rare, something special, something with real market value. And as you continue watching this video, remember that knowledge is power. Knowing what to look for, knowing how to recognize quality, knowing how to evaluate condition, this is what separates ordinary coins from valuable finds, and this is where collectors succeed. So take a moment, look closely at the coin on your screen, study its edges, its steps, its portrait, its surfaces, because the 2006 P nickel is not just a coin. It is a story, an opportunity, a small window into America's modern coinage, and perhaps even a chance for someone to discover unexpected value hidden in the smallest corner of their home. Now as the camera slowly glides across the surface of the 1994 D5-cent coin, notice how this small piece of metal carries nearly 3 decades of American history, economy, and minting tradition within its compact frame, because this is not just a nickel, this is a living reminder of the early 1990s United States, a time when the mint was producing billions of circulating coins, but only a few of them survived in the crisp, untouched, collector's condition that we hunt for today, and the coin you are looking at right now, the 1994 D. Jefferson Nickel, minted in Denver, appears ordinary at first glance, yet its story is anything but ordinary, because every scratch, every shine, every edge tells the truth of where this coin has been, how many hands it has passed through, how many pockets carried it, and how many moments of everyday American life it has witnessed. When you turn this coin in the light, the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson stares back with authority, his profile bold and confident, and behind him the word liberty curves like a signature of freedom, followed by the date 1994, marking not just the year of minting, but the era when this nickel entered circulation during a time of economic shifts, new technology, and millions of people using cash every day. And right beneath it, the tiny D Mint mark represents Denver Mint, the powerhouse of American coin production, the place where this exact piece of metal was struck with precision, pressure, and the full force of industrial machinery. As your eyes move to the reverse, Monticello appears, Jefferson's iconic home, standing in quiet dignity, a reminder that American coinage is not only currency but a symbol of legacy, architecture, and national pride. The lines of the building, the dome, the steps, everything is a tribute to the original 1938 design by Felix Schlag, a design that has survived through generations and continues to define what the world recognizes as the Jefferson Nickel. And when collectors examine the 1994 D nickel, they aren't just looking for age, they are looking for condition, sharp strike, luster, full steps, mint errors, die cracks, off-center strikes, Anything that takes an ordinary nickel and transforms it into a rare, valuable, investment-grade piece. Now let's talk about value, because this is where collectors lean forward and pay attention. In average circulated condition, the 1994 D nickel is common, worth around face value, maybe slightly above, around a few cents to a few dollars depending on the sharpness. But when this coin appears in high-grade condition, sharp luster, clean fields, no scratches, strong strike, the price jumps, and when it reaches the elite category like MS65, MS66, or MS67, the market reacts. In MS65 it can be worth around $5 to $10. In MS66 it can move into $20 to $40 range, and in ultra-rare MS67, the dream grade that only a tiny fraction of coins ever achieve, this coin can reach hundreds of dollars, sometimes even over $500 at premium auctions, because high-grade modern nickels are dramatically harder to find than people think. The Denver Mint struck hundreds of millions of these coins, but they were used daily, tossed into pockets, scraped against metal, circulating for decades, so the survival of a flawless specimen is incredibly low. That is exactly why collectors chase them, not because they are old, but because pristine condition is nearly impossible to find. But that's not the end of the story. Error coins from 1994 D have shown surprisingly strong auction performance. Off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die breaks, double die obverse, and missing elements have all sold for significantly higher prices, sometimes $50, $100, and even $300+ depending on severity. And when you combine a high-grade coin with a dramatic mint error, the value can skyrocket far beyond what you expect from a modern nickel. This is why detectorists, roll hunters, and collectors still look at every single 1994 D coin carefully, because you never know when an ordinary pocket-change nickel might reveal a hidden flaw that turns it into a prize. And as this nickel rests in your hand, understand that you are holding a tiny chapter of American minting history, a piece that connects everyday commerce with the artistry of coin design, a coin that has endured decades and still carries the shine of its original moment on the minting press. Whether you are a beginner collector, a long-term investor, or someone who simply loves the story behind coins, the 1994 D5-cent Jefferson nickel is a reminder that value isn't always about age. Sometimes it is about condition, rarity, survival, and the invisible journey this little piece of metal has taken before ending up here, in front of you, ready to be appreciated, studied, and maybe, if you are lucky, turned into a valuable addition to your collection.